represents about a 60% damage increase, and it should actually result in the staff doing 7,700 damage. They haven't upgraded this in the game yet, but this is confirmed to be live, and it's also the case. You can see your damage numbers, if you can tell, because there's a lot. They are much higher now. And people have been testing this, because on top of this buff, they have also nerfed the splintering energy will arc less frequently to additional enemies. So you know, if you are casting the chain lightning and it arcs to the enemies, it's now doing this less frequently. We're in a T8, we're going to test it right now in the game in a second. Tooltip description for this will be changed in the upcoming update. So the tooltip is not updated, but the effect is already at this number that I told you, the 7,700. And on top of this, they also nerfed the Fractured Winterglass. Developer Note, so the Fractured Winterglass obviously is the amulet that everyone's playing. And Developer Note, alongside of this Fractured Winterglass, could cause server issues. The amount of frozen orbs that can be launched from conjurations while using Fractured Winterglass has been adjusted. So if you have a lot of conjurations and a lot of frozen orbs proccing on the high end, this is in fact a nerf for the build. Been chatting with Mikuna on high pit end, the build has been nerfed. But for the lower end, if you're playing T8, if you're not playing pit, and also for single target, this actually seems like a buff. So for 99% of you, unless you're super tryhard, sweat with like all the perfect gear, it's not gonna feel much different. It's actually, I think, more feel like a buff to you. We also made the poll here after testing this, and I'll show this to you live in game. Most people say here in my community, we're live on stream right now, that it feels about the same. Some people say it's nerfed, and some people say it's buffed. So I'm going to talk more about my opinion, but I'm just going to show it to you here right now. So we are here with the changed version. Again, it doesn't represent here. We are in the Infernal Hordes Tier 8, and we are doing the final wave here. And you guys can see here, like the Sorcerer is still like playing exactly the same. And I'll go into all the reasons why I think on the more, you know, not super min-maxed gear side of things, it actually is gonna feel like a buff and why. But you can also let me know in the comments below what you think. Like if you have played SORC after this patch that just happened, and if you notice any changes. I think most of you will actually notice a single target DPS increase because of the damage of the aspect that has gone up. And for me, definitely looking at the yellow numbers, it seems like the aspect has been affecting the damage very positively on a complete single target base. And we'll test here the T8 pit boss. I can show you a before and after video. Obviously there is a bit of RNG, like how it groups on those bosses, but you see here in the T8 wave, so we are rocking the Infernal Hordes, and we are even fighting some of the Hellborn, and you see they just instantly die. I don't even see them, they just die off screen. See if we get another Hellborn with him. But like these here, they immediately died, like instantly. There was not even any change. So we're picking up this ether, and now we are fighting this boss. I'm changing to my DPS chest. This is the exclamation mark DPS setup. I have a video of that in the description. And then we have no invigoration here, because last time we had invigoration. And this is pretty much setup. We are playing the Fist of Fate version, and with Tarasha Ring and stuff. So nothing crazy, and let's watch this boss fight. It depends a bit on how you get them to group up. It can be pretty good in terms of how they group, or it can be pretty bad. But you see here, so now we have them pretty much grouped. And you see here the DPS almost does not feel any different. Like they all die like pretty much immediately anyways. It depends a bit, like if they were grouped better together, they would insta-give in like 5 seconds. And now I think it took like 7 seconds or something. But they still die immediately. And by no means is the Sorceress weak or anything. It's still the best build of the season by a significant margin, I would say. And we're just grabbing the loot here real quick. So this is the weapon. And my rolls are pretty decent. So what I think is happening is on single target, you're basically getting more DPS because the weapon is higher. You are getting a little bit less frozen orb procs, but it seems like you're getting the same amount of conjuration procs. And if you're looking at the conjuration mastery here, it gives you a big DPS buff. 13x per point, and I'm still getting the same amount of conjuration. I'm gonna go, actually let's not take all this stuff. We're gonna go to the, we can go to the Kyowa Shop training dummy.